All right, welcome back. Let's go back to where we left it off before we went on that break. You want to get a point about if those kind of games are not seen on TV, all of these things that we're seeing will happen.
That's my thought. And on the other side, there's also a worrying trend because there's a thread of FC Ifeanyi Ubah and controversy, which has to be very worrying, and it's alarming. Even from Federation Cup level, Katsina United, Warri Wolves, and now Crown FC. If you want me to go into the league, there's a truckload of incidences. Heartland, there's Abia Warriors, probably Ikorodu United, Shooting Stars, a whole lot. And it's really, really worrying for the club. It's a good side. I've seen the side play a couple of times. It's a good side, but the moment you start hearing the FC Ifeanyi Ubah coming to town, there's a whole lot that goes through your mind.
Controversy doesn't suit anybody.
It doesn't. And the story of this game was, Crown scoring first, Ifeanyi Ubah getting a goal back, through the penalty, went tied 2-1, Crown getting a good goal according to reports, and that goal was
and the fans just lost it. Yeah. All right, okay, let's pause a little and listen to the key actors, the coach from Ifeanyi Ubah and the Oyo State Sports Commissioner having their say on what went down. Then we'll leave you to form your own opinion about what really transpired in this crucial game.
Everybody is entitled to his own opinion. I cannot say their minds. We all have a good game. It's not an easy game. Knowing what is on ground. We are targeting the final and they want to go there. So I cannot say what's the fans' reasons of coming inside the field. Like I told you, it is left for the referees to interpret the rules of the game. It's not our duty. From my own view, for a layman's view, it's a clear offside. There's two people there.
It's supposed to be a promotion for Nigerian football. The entertainment in the first half was phenomenal. And in the second half, I think we can see the desperation of the 12th man on the field. Nigeria, and they proved it. The second goal, the linesman has already taken it as a goal. Even the Ifeanyi Ubah players had already felt dejected that it was a goal. I don't see why the referee disallowed it. So obviously it was playing to a script. I wouldn't want to say that because as a lawyer I don't have the facts. But from the officiating it was obvious that it wasn't a good officiating, unless you think this was good officiating after following football for some time.
All right, we'll leave you to make up your mind on what happened, but you can trust that there'll still be a lot that will come out from this game. So we'll just leave it at that, and then we'll move on quickly. Guys, let's quickly talk about some of our players doing well in Europe. Toyin painted a very good picture that will inspire anybody. We have a bunch of players now that are showing up in the big leagues and doing well. But let's really talk about the Golden Boy Award. Two of our players made the 40-man short list. Martial won this award last year. You have Alex Iwobi and Kelechi Iheanacho in this one. Well, let's talk about their chances. But they are among other people that are strong contenders. Dele Ali, a whole lot of strong contenders.
Yeah, let me tell you this for free. These guys are also strong contenders.
Okay.
That's the truth of the matter. Kelechi Iheanacho has had a phenomenal season. Yeah. Alex Iwobi has been involved in more than 20 goals Arsenal scored this year alone. Kelechi's goal ratio this season, fantastic.
Goals per game ratio.
It's goal per game ratio. So they are very, very strong contenders. And guess what? They've not only been doing it at club level, they've also been doing it at international level, even for their countries. I look at that list, and probably Dele Ali gives me chills that these guys will make the top 3 or win. Maybe Marcus Rashford also is having a good season at Manchester United. These are the only guys. I've seen Renato Sanchez also for Portugal. He won the Euros. That has to count for something also. A lot of names. Andres Christensen, the former Chelsea player. A whole lot. But those guys have done fantastically well. I don't know if Dele Ali also counts as Nigerian interest.
Well, yeah.
That's the name in there. But Alex Iwobi is having a good season currently. Kelechi is having a good season. And you look at the rest of the 38 players. Even Dele Ali is having a better season than this guy is currently right now.
Okay.
In terms of everything, I mean goals, involvement in games. So these guys have got a strong chance too.
Antonio, I know you're looking beyond the awards. It's a good time to be the Super Eagles coach. It's probably a good time to be the media officer as well, because it takes the attention away from some of the other issues. But it's heartwarming to talk about this.
Yeah, we've had a rough patch as a team, but this is, clearly one of the bright spots for us. That we have these young guys, and the most important thing for us is how to make this guys form a good team.
Yeah.
You can have a collection of individual stars like Belgium, and then
Don't go far.
it's difficult for you to put them together into a good team. But that's the challenge for us now, to see how these guys can bring all of these attributes into the team. Alex is working hard, is creating goals.
Yeah.
In the Eagles, we need
That.
to be scoring a lot of goals, all right, to be putting away the efforts that the likes of Iheanacho and Iwobi bring to the
great.
team. So we are happy that these guys are getting this kind of attention. It's taking us back to our glory years, 90, 91, 92. If you talk about the best 10, best 11 in Africa, Nigeria will be in 7. We'll have 7.
1 to 7.
7 players in the top 11 in Africa. So I'm happy that we are gradually coming back to that era with Alex and Iheanacho leading the line.
Early today, Mesut Ozil described Alex as a combination of JJ and Edgar Davids. You know.
That's a good compliment.
And it can get better. We're also hearing that the CAF nomination list will probably be featuring these two players also. There's also the BBC Africa Footballer of the Year. These guys also, will be there with great shout also. So it gets bigger.
Good time for Nigeria.
Good times.
Tony, before you go, let me quickly allow you to react to this. What you have circulating around. I even got to CNN Cable News Network about the NFF not having money and also.
Okay.
Let me quickly allow you to react to that.
No, the NFF have reacted, and I think I go with the reaction of the NFF. It's not true. It was a local report that the BBC picked up from one of the dailies in Nigeria, but it's not true. The camp is opening this weekend, and the players are already making arrangements. I'm in touch with some of these players. They're already making arrangements to come for camping starting this weekend. We already know that we're traveling to Ndola via chartered flight a long time ago. On Friday.
So it's not true that there's no money to
launch time on Friday. We are off to Ndola chartered flight. Get there later that day and rest well. Train on Saturday on the pitch, and then play the game on Sunday. So everything has been worked out. We know there are challenges, as the NFF said in that statement, but not a whole Nigeria. We're not. No matter how bad it gets, it's not going to be so bad that Nigeria will not be able to move its team for a World Cup qualifier.
Okay.
It's not possible.
All right.
So that story, just throw it away.
Okay. Okay, we'll put our hands and watch. The NFF have debunked that, and the media officer also saying no truth in that. So,
I like the word they use, blatant false.
all right, guys, I want to thank you for your time on the show. I really, it was nice having you here with us. We hope we'll be able to do this again sometime. All right, let's go and show you this from Asia. You know, Asia also will be coming to the FIFA Club World Cup. So watch out for some of these teams in the semi-final. They might just be representing Asia in the FIFA Club World Cup. So we allow you to enjoy these highlights, and I'll be back for more on Sports Tonight. welcome back. Interesting matches from the Asian Champions League. Watch out for Al Ain. They seem to be doing doing well in that one. They might just get to the final and probably go on to represent Asia in the FIFA Club World Cup. All right, we've made a change. Femi Adefeso has joined us now, and of course, we will be talking basketball all the way. Femi, let me welcome you to the show tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here once again.
All right. I mean, let's start from home. What's happening? I know you have a lot to tell us today, but what's happening here at home, basketball?
It's the beginning of the search for those who replace the Premier League teams that got relegated, last season. So the National Division 2 and Division 1 championships will be taking place. The Division 2 will start first, which will come up between the October 30th to October 6th at the Indoor Sports Hall of the National Stadium, Abuja, to be precise. I remember last year I was opportunity to watch, and it was very, very competitive, in itself. I remember Abuja All Stars are qualified to the Division 1 alongside the Nigerian Army team. I think it comes in a very good timing too, because now both teams will now be vying for a place in the Premier League this year, because they were able to, gain promotion last year to Division 1. So hopefully, we might just be seeing any of those two teams slug it out for one of the spots.
Let's quickly tap into your knowledge of some of these teams. Which teams do you think can make the step up? Both categories you talked about. Let's talk about some of the teams that we should watch out for when this playoffs come up. Some of these teams that could make the step up.
A couple of unknown names, but I think I like the way the Suleja Hornets look like.
Okay.
There's the Gogoch City Chiefs as well. That's another team from Benue State who looks good, and of course there's a big yen for a team from Benue to come back, into the league in itself. The Zamfara Shooters have gone to Division 1, so there'll be one team to look out for, at the Division 1 level. The Division 1 championship, by the way, will start, on November the 16th, to be precise, to 28th. So Division 2 is October 30th. Division 1 is November, and that, of course, will be, fighting for a place in the Premier League. But there's still something tricky here. We remember last season, 3 teams were kicked out, of the Desiree Premier Basketball League.
Yeah.
So it goes to be seen what will happen.
Whether they'll be replaced.
Because now it means, if going by the rules, they were suspended and they didn't feature in their games, then there should be 5 slots, up for grabs. That would be saying 4 technically, from the Atlantic Conference, and 1 from the other side, or would this team? So there's no clarification about that.
So we have to wait for the NBA for that.
Exactly, for the NBA. And I hope that comes out, before the tournament, so it doesn't cause issues, and then the teams know exactly what they are fighting for, at that period in time. So we look to see how all of that will pan out. But I'm glad that at least the teams know now, so they can prepare and plan, and of course begin to put finances together. Because this is a good notice period, at least enough time for them.
Before we go on a break, during this lull period where not much is happening for a basketball lover, where should you go? Where should you be? I mean, just catch some fun and probably enjoy the slam and dunk game.
There are a lot of ballparks everywhere, where in the weekends you get to see a lot of games. Yes, this is the summer season. Everyone is on break. The leagues are on break, schools are on breaks, and of course a lot of the kids, come out to play. There's Indubisi Park, of course along the Secretariat. There's Roe Park. There's National Stadium.
All of those places.
Yes, all of those places.
All right. Okay. We'll pause a little and go on a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show, but we'll still be talking basketball all for you on Sports Tonight.